Spencer, this is our usual kind of weekly catch-up before a game. But before we look ahead to Worthing, now you've had a couple of days to process the result from Weston. What are your thoughts?
I can't really go any further than where I was Saturday because there's no tape of the game yet. Weston have had some problems with it, so we're only seeing it from the live. So obviously very disappointed. It's been pointed out to me we were 6 minutes away from going 1 point off top in second, and from an attacking perspective, I thought we were excellent. Defending, I thought we were abysmal. So, as I said, can't really add too much onto it. Don't want to be too critical one way, don't want to be too positive another way. And you need to see these games back. And as I'm doing this interview now at, mid-afternoon on a Monday, I still haven't got the tape. So it's quite hard to add any more. I'm very proud of a lot of things. Thankful for our supporters. As I said, played some scintillating stuff at times, and you also got to give Weston a lot of credit. They found a way to win from a position of where they should have lost the game. So a lot of credit for their fight in that position. But I'm afraid I've got to look at firmly defensively. You're not going to win many games if you concede 4 goals.
If we do look at have a positive, though, over the last few games, we've scored 8 goals, I think, in the last 5 games. So obviously up front, we are doing something right. What do you think is causing kind of the positive effectiveness of the up front?
Look, I think we played some fantastic football. We were predominantly a very young group of players that have come out of the pro game, and a lot of lads that have come with me from step 3 and done really well at this level, and 3 or 4 older heads. So look, it's difficult to be overly critical where we sit in the league. We're banging it. Obviously, we're very frustrated when we lose games, and we've started conceding an awful lot of goals. And I've made it clear, and that will become very clear tomorrow night. And in the coming days, there will be changes at the back. There has to be. We've played 20 odd competitive games, and we're conceding too many goals. So individual errors are the worst thing for managers. There's not a lot you can do about them. If players make individual errors, then that's what it is. But ultimately, I've been doing this a long time, and I do get asked occasionally, what is the key thing on managers at this level? And the first and foremost thing is your recruitment. And ultimately, I've signed these players, I've chosen them. And if over a decent period of time they're not performing, then it's down on me, and then I have to make decisions. And that's what I'm doing right now. Obviously, we've got Ollie Robinson available after suspension. So I think it's a fair bet to say that he'll be playing on Tuesday night. At least that one change, and we have to assess players. It was a long trip. It was a really exciting but difficult, straining game on Saturday, and we'll see how everybody is tomorrow night for what will be another potentially very exciting game. But ultimately, we've not been good enough at the back. Yes, we're very entertaining. And there's a lot to be said for that. But, from a manager's perspective, at the moment, we look like we can open up every team in this division, but every team is also scoring goals against us. And most of them, they're not having to work very hard for their individual errors, and that's not good enough.
You mentioned there about assessing players. Ollie Pendlebury came off quite early on during the game. Do we know how he is, and is he in contention for tomorrow?
He's doubtful. I think it's fair to say it was a hell of a whack. He's definitely doubtful. We've got 4 or 5 that are struggling, but that's the nature of this level of football. So to be fair, we've still got another 30 odd hours before we report tomorrow. So we just have to give it time and see how people are. We ask them to be very honest. And we will assess the situation sort of 5:30 tomorrow. But if someone's injured or not available for whatever reason, suspension or illness or whatever it might be, it's an opportunity for somebody else. So we've got a great young exciting squad of players. We're banging this. We need the fans to turn up, which I know they will do. We're playing another very exciting team with a lot of similarities to ourselves, I think. But yet again, we need to try and upset the odds and try and win another game. But our home form's been exceptional, really. So let's try and win another one.
So let's focus on tomorrow then. So we've got Worthing at home tomorrow. Last year, we lost to them at home, but we actually beat them away. So we know we can beat them. What's the expectation for tomorrow from Worthing?
I think at the moment, if you look at both teams, we probably need to replace the electronic scoreboard with a basketball score, couldn't it? Because we both play very exciting football. I mean, Worthing do, and in large patches, so do we. At the moment, if you look at goals for and against, we're both conceding too many goals, particularly ourselves, and we should only really be focusing about ourselves. So, look, I think that Worthing last year at home was a relatively even first half, and they absolutely tore us apart in the second half. We were better away and obviously got the result away from home. So most of these games are very, very tight, and nearly all the teams in the division, when they play well, are very, very good sides and can put you away. As can we, make no mistake, as can we. So we just need to be better defensively. We believe that we can score goals against anyone, but at the moment we've definitely got an area to deal with, and there will be changes, and there may be shape changes, and there may be the odd coming and going in the next few days. I'm dealing with that, but as I said, I want to have the video. I want to analyse it. I want to see, what we thought we saw. When you can watch it 5, 6 times, we'll give you a better situation. So, look, very, very difficult. As I said, when these goals come out, you'll see the good and bad of us on Saturday, and the good was exceptional. And I'm very, very frustrated with that. But we have to look as a bigger picture. We're still massively overachieving. There's 20 odd clubs below us, I think it is, that would be desperate to be in our positions. So in the table at the moment. So look, we know Worthing what they're about. They're a footballing side. They're very, very good most of the time, and we've got to try and turn that around. And we know we can. And as I said, at home we've got nothing to fear, but we know we're going to have to play very well. And we know we're going to have to sharpen up at the back, whoever is in the back, and it's not just the defence as a whole team, but it's an exciting game. I prefer it to be on a Saturday because it's two really good footballing sides. But we'll see what happens and roll the dice. And in a lot of ways, I'm really pleased we're playing, because obviously incredibly disappointed to be so close to a fantastic, what should have been victory, quite bluntly, on Saturday. To get beat in the end and come away with a nothing was really hard to take. And in that respect, I'm really looking forward. We're playing so soon again.
Absolutely. And I've got to say as well, I think we knew at the start of November that it was going to be a tough month anyway. So, talking of that, why should the fans come down tomorrow? I'm conscious that obviously this year our attendances have been better than they have been the last few seasons, but it is a cold November night. So, why should they come down?
Look where we are on the league table. We've been in every game. We really have, and please that continues. Because it is tough. We were so close. I think at Boreham Wood we had a terrible decision against us at 2-1 down that would have changed the game. And looking back on it, it's scandalous. I believe you're going to see the same decision that happened on Saturday. That is an easy penalty and probably red card that follows that at 1-1. Just before half time, he's straight in front of the goal, about to shoot, and they've cleared him out. And I appreciate the support we've had even from the Weston management. They said, yeah, it's a Stonewall penalty, and we're not getting the rub of the green there at the moment. But that will even itself out. No one's trying to make mistakes. I think it's a poor decision, but again, I keep saying, haven't seen it back yet. And we're banging this, and we need the fans to stick with it. We're having a really good season, and they've been fantastic at home. As you say, the attendances have grown, and we play some great football, and Worthing certainly will try and play football the right way as well. But ultimately, we want to win. We love going home at the end of the day, or the night, having got the 3 points. The result, our fans have been absolutely amazing, and there's always going to be ups and downs. Let's hope we get the result we want, and then we got another one on Saturday. Two very exciting games coming up this week, and look, we're banging it. Sometimes you have to step back and go, of course we're frustrated that we're in the 85th minute and we're winning and we end up getting nothing. Of course we are. Nobody more upset about it than me. And there were players arguing with each other, and it was really horrible in the dressing room after, because they're disappointed, they're frustrated with each other. We should have seen that through. So look, we're in a good place. We're up against teams again, another one, the full-time side, or certainly hybrid at worst, and we're up against it each time. But what a challenge, what a place to be in. The position we've come in the last 5, 6 years has been fantastic. So I'm fingers crossed everyone can wrap up warm, get down there, cheer us on, and we can try and get another 3 points.
Cheers, Spencer, and good luck for tomorrow night.
Thanks a lot, mate.